What's up, guys? Brett here, playing some more Underlords. Played quite a few games the last time you've seen me. What am I going to take here? The first pick doesn't really define our run at all. Could go anti-mage, could go... You know what, I'm going to do anti-mage. So, I've leveled up quite a bit. I think I'm a lieutenant rank 2 now. Yeah. So everyone in this game is probably pretty highly ranked, I would imagine. Yeah, pretty much. I've had some pretty good games, and I've also had some really fun games with Anti-Mage Terrorblade, doing the whole Demon Hunter Demon synergy. It came together really well for me one time, and it was super fun. Let's see if I can't do it again, perhaps this time on camera for you guys, and show you what it's like. Just kind of doing a quick check, seeing, oh. And this is what I'm talking about. So, Strange Bedfellows is the passive item, quote-unquote, global item that we want. So Demon Hunters gain plus 30% pure damage for each unique allied demon unit. So we're going to want to prioritize, see here, and we just get a bunch of junk we don't really want. We'll probably just take 2 Warlocks, I guess. There are demons that are Warlock. Shadow Fiend comes to mind. But this is basically what we want to see first. So we're going to get Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is a big part of the combo, but he's not the strong part. The strong part is definitely Terrorblade. That guy does the DPS, while all your other demons do a lot of work for you as well. Chaos Knight's probably the best one to get early, just because he's so strong by himself. Yeah, this Warlock is not really going to pay off unless we get a level 2 one very quickly. See other people using Warlock as well. Not very many. I'll probably just take a Claymore here. Give it to Warlock. Much better on Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage will probably die first. We could even do something like this. Let the Warlock tank. Yeah, that's what we want. And we're going to sell this Warlock here and buy this Knight. Something like this, perhaps. So, demons get their bonuses from being by themselves. This is the whole point of the build. Demons get their plus 50% pure damage bonus from being alone. Demon hunters negate enemy demons, and if you have 2 of them, they invalidate your enemy's demon alliance bonus, and then all your demons get plus 50% pure damage. So, in order to make this work, we're going to need all the demons, we're going to need all the demon hunters, of which there are only 2. And then we'll kind of see from there how we go. I guess I'll take a chainmail. 10 armor is not bad on a Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight will also do a ton of damage for us. But we're going to have to get lucky if we're going to pull this off. Otherwise, we're going to have to transition into something else. And you know what? We'll hedge our bets a bit and take this Ogre Magi. He synergizes with the Warlocks. Sadly, we did sell a Warlock. But we also don't really need to go into that if we don't have to. Never hesitate to sell off weak units and just pick up a strong or rare level 1 unit if you have to. So our first battle against an opponent, 2 Timber Saws and a Tinker right off the bat. It's pretty good. See if our Warlock can get a heal off. Chaos Knight using his stun, and he's going to heal himself. Alright, pretty simple victory there. See if we can't keep that win streak going. We're going to try and push towards 5. This turn we'll level up to level 4, naturally. Then we'll spend 5 gold and level again. The only way we won't do that is if we get some really good rolls. Units that we feel like we have to take. I mean, we get another Warlock. Which is not really the guy I'm talking about. But what we can do is we can take Ogre Magi. I don't think having 2 Chaos Knights ruins the demon bonus. This could be a nice test. But we did get the Bloodbound bonus. So if one of these two dies, the other gets an increase to their attack damage for the rest of the battle. So I'm pretty sure it's active because it's not crossed out, or it is showing. So having two Chaos Knights, or two demons of the same name, doesn't take away that demonic bonus, which is good to know. And they're going to be heavy lifters for us, no doubt. Let's put the one with the tankiness out on the edge to do the tanking. And let's give the other one the Claymore for some more damage. You'll see who's really doing the damage this battle. Cross your fingers. An anti-mage. Okay, that's a nice pickup. Since we're not at 10 gold yet, we can just buy whatever we want before. We don't have to worry about locking in interest. We're going to do our best to econ this game as well. We're one of only 2 people who are, as of yet, undefeated. Interesting. Early humans, also getting the Scrappy and Inventor bonus. See who we're fighting here. Lots of people look like are fighting over Scrappies. We've seen Timbersaws, Clockworks, and Tinkers on plenty of people. Bounty Hunter throwing his Shuriken. And I don't hate having Ogre Magi in this build. Putting something like Bloodlust on a late game Terrorblade, or a really high rank Chaos Knight even, all of that's going to be good. Just Warlock's not that amazing of a late game hero. The cooldown on Shadow Word, which is either a heal over time or a damage over time, is 20 seconds. It's about as long as it gets. The odds of him being able to use that twice in one battle are basically non-existent. We're not getting what we want here. We're going to pass. Luna and Lena are great. If we wanted to transition into some sort of mage build, this would probably be a decent place to start. Ogre Magi being our only other mage, but I'm sure we could pick up more if we wanted. Also, Luna, it's tempting just to hedge, because we do have Chaos Knight. She does so much damage. She would probably be better at this point than, let's say, a level 1 Anti-Mage. Luckily, we had Anti-Mage, though, there, because that level 2 Tuskar might have messed us up if we weren't able to drain his mana and prevent him from punching us. So we appear to be the only one on a win streak currently. But I don't know if we can sustain against a Tinker, a level 2 Tinker. And yeah, unfortunately that Shadow Word came in too late and on the wrong hero, honestly. The rockets, the heat-seeking missiles came in. We needed Anti-Mage to get one attack off and keep him from launching those rockets. But that sucks. Now everyone else is on a win streak and we're not. We're not at 20 gold. Let's get a level 2 Anti-Mage. Now we'll give him that Claymore. Pick up the Ogre Magi. I was thinking about not picking up the Ogre Magi and then selling the Luna, getting us 2 interest this turn, because we'd be at 20 gold when the round started. But I think we do want the Ogre Magi, and we potentially also may still want the Luna, so I'm not sold on selling her yet. He's got a Chaos Knight as well. Okay. Got to get this Warlock leveled or something, because he's so pitiful when he's not using his Shadow Word. Please put the heal. There we go. Very nice. And look at the damage. Most of that's just because he survived into the later portions of the fight. But stat-wise, 1000 HP. He does a ton more damage. Some of that's thanks to the Claymore. But his attack rate is pretty high. And I guess I'll take this. And we could even grab this Venomancer right now, pull him out of the pool. He's a potential second Warlock. Warlocks are not bad with the synergy we're trying to go, because it gives us lifesteal. And a lot of the demons and demon hunters are all basically auto attackers. So giving them lifesteal is pretty great sustain. But we're going to want to start seeing Terrorblade relatively soon. This guy's going for assassins and knights. Ugh. And he's also managed to assemble a level 2 Quap. Alright, Anti-Mage with Bloodlust. Alright, that's going to win it for us. Very cool. So the dude we just beat is on a bit of a win streak. He won his round. Maybe we do something like this. Got to put them next to each other, that way they get each other the night bonus. So they take less damage. We'll grab these. And I think we'll level, just to throw in the Omni Knight. And then we'll give Omni Knight the chainmail so that he can live longer, heal. We've got options right now. Instead of throwing in the Omni Knight, we could have thrown in the Warlock, the Venomancer. Venomancer level 1 is pretty pitiful, but level 2 I think he's really where he comes online with his level 2 wards. He gets enough HP to survive a little bit of burst damage, which you can't really do earlier. We've got 2 forms of healing this way, and he also benefits just from having that night bonus, so he's a little bit tankier. Chainmail plus the level 1 night bonus, 15% less physical and magical damage. He's pretty survivable for a level 1, and he adds that second heal for us. Arcane Boots versus Tranquil Boots. Let's go Arcane Boots. Give that to our Warlock. Okay. We're not getting exactly what we wanted, but we are getting things, so I'm not going to complain. And we'll just pass. It looks like just about everyone has decided to level. Not this guy. Hopefully he'll sell off his Ogre Magi at some point. Put him back in the pool for us. He's got Ogre Magi and Warlock as well. I don't really know what he's building. It's kind of strange. Okay, I see a Shadow Fiend. We'd love to get one of those too. So it might be a good idea to put the Claymore on our Luna. But as we've kind of seen in this battle here, she went down pretty easily at level 1. And Anti-Mage, meanwhile, is surviving. He's the one that's doing the attacks. So he got a lot more use out of it. Wow, 2 more Warlocks, eh? Okay, these we will buy after the round starts. We want to make sure our Knights are standing within range of this. They have to be 1 cell away. Let's put them there. These are the only 3 other units that we have that want mana. It's our first battle against this dude. He's got the Scrappy bonus. We need to kill this Bloodseeker before he wrecks us. See how much damage he did already? 1,700. He's got a Necrophos he rushed. Let's buy that before it's too late.
They heard of me?
We're doing great, guys. We're in 2nd place. We're econing. Some people are already up into the big gold. We're not there yet. I've seen too many Bat Riders on the field for me to really want to take this Bat Rider. We are up to 4 Knights, but Knights are not what we're trying to build. We could be Mages, potentially, but I think I'm too invested. I want to try and make this build work. So I'm just not going to spend anything at all.
The blood I need.
I see some Knights here. Quap is like their 1 demon, also giving them Assassin. Anti-Mage attacking Phantom Assassin was a really bad target. Phantom Assassin doesn't rely on mana. potentially move here. Would certainly want to invert this. Something like that. I think that guy is probably our biggest competition with his assassins. They really mess us up. We could tuck ourselves further back, but I think against most opponents we're going to want to be further forward. And we finally get another demon. But in order to make this work, we have to get Terrrorblade.
Endures. Ready to answer the call.
At least now we're locking in 4 interest. No one else is really running away with the game in terms of, you know, huge win streaks. Still sitting at 100 life. So we don't have to worry that much that we're falling behind. Oh no, we got petrified here. That lasts forever. So Anti-Mage isn't doing anything this battle. Because they were getting that bonus from being primordial. 30% chance to disarm melee attackers for 4 seconds. 4 seconds is a long time in this game. And now a level 2 Warlock with the Bloodbound buff fighting against a Razor. Happy to win there. Alright, 10 gold a turn. And once again, we're just not going to spend. We could consider getting this Venomancer, I guess. But the other Warlock I would have liked to have seen by now was Shadow Fiend. I would have thought to have seen a second Chaos Knight by now as well. I think if we're not willing to buy this Venomancer, then we need to be willing to sell the other one. Free up a little bit of space, potentially for another demon. Our backline here is going to get wrecked. At least he was able to use his ability, and that's going to make our Ogre Magi much stronger. So now that he's got Bloodbound plus Bloodlust, he swings fast and he hits hard. Okay. For the sake of experiment, let's give Luna the Claymore. We're pretty close to making a level 2 Luna if we want one. Terrorblade though, guys, that's what we need. See if anyone else has Terrorblades or has them maybe sitting in their sideboard. No, no one yet. Units are offered as if we're 1 level higher. I'm actually going to take that because a lot of what we want are slightly higher level units.
Just what I was waiting for.
Okay. Level 2 Luna is definitely better with the Claymore than a level 2 Anti-Mage. That's guaranteed 100%. So that was a nice pickup for us. We couldn't quite level. We'll be level 7 next turn, guaranteed. You get 1 experience per round. And then we'll probably... Well, we don't really have a good candidate to put in next. We'll have to see what we get next round. And unfortunately, our Luna is attacking a Viper, who probably has their Corrosive Skin active. I'm not sure if they didn't have Dragon Alliance, but at the very least, we were Viper Striked, which lowers our attack speed. But we managed to survive. Who did the work there? Our Ogre Magi, honestly, is kind of carrying us. That Bloodbound synergy doing work. And then a lot of times he'll just Bloodlust himself. Would definitely be better if he Bloodlusted Luna. Alright guys, cross your fingers. Here we go. We get the Venomancer back. Do not want. We're going to pick up another Luna, I guess.
Where am I needed?
If I have to pick a quick emergency, like, next hero, you can do a lot worse than Templar Assassin at level 1. Giving us the tier 1 elusive, which applies to Anti-Mage, Luna, and to her. So they each basically just have 20% evasion. which is really protecting her right now versus this Slark. Every time you see the word evade pop up. Okay, nice stun from Chaos Knight, keeping the Slark down, but the Slark also has all the bonus attack damage that he's stolen, and he's got the Inventor's, that little wheel above his head, giving him HP regen. Yeah, Slark is a pretty monstrous hero. I think it might be time for us to roll our formation backwards. Can reroll a little bit. Otherwise, I'm just going to spend my gold trying to level. One more Chaos Knight, come on. I hate losing to RNG, and I think that's probably true of everyone who plays this game. Like, if I play poorly, you know, that is what it is. But if I lose because I just didn't get even, like, basic synergies after I've been sitting on... You know, I've had 2 Chaos Knights at the beginning of the game. If I don't get another one, that'll just feel like poor RNG to me. So, can we continue our win streak against this guy? No. His Sand King is going to take us out. Sand King is super powerful. The fact that he has both of these abilities, one of them is like an AoE stun, the other makes you explode and deal bonus damage in an AoE around you when he kills you. Come on, Terrrorblade. No one else is building him. I think he is a tier 3 unit. Dragonite, I'm seeing other people competing for. I'm just going to level. He would give us human. He would give us our 4th knight. It's probably worth it just to do this. We lose 1 interest next turn.
Into war. If my time comes, so be it.
But at least we're getting our bonus to our knight synergy. So it's 20% less physical damage. And now our Omni Knight and our Dragon Knight have the ability to silence people. That stun is brutal when there's only 2 people left. A level 3 Witch Doctor? Okay, you got me. That's the player in last place with a level 3 Witch Doctor. You know what, we'll level here. Try and get that bonus back. From here on out, guys, we've rushed to level 8 to try and increase our chances of getting higher tier units. To start potentially getting a win streak in our favor. But we're going to have to start aggressively re-rolling if we're going to want to get any level 2s at all. Because right now, the 4 that we have are just not cutting it. Everyone passed this round. Sacred Relic. Mechanism would have also been great, but a Sacred Relic on her seems pretty great. And we'll also give 1 to Anti-Mage as well. Could consider giving it to Ogre Magi since he's doing so much work every single round. Finally, level 2 Chaos Knight. Let's switch him up and give him the Chainmail. That was also nice because it cleared up some space on our board.
I will not die.
Without Terrorblade, the Queen of Pain is pretty useless. So I'm happy if we don't ever see a Terrorblade this battle. I'll be very happy that I picked up Dragonite. Kind of an alternate win condition. God, he attacks so slow. Okay, easy win. Everyone else is kind of catching up in levels right now. The guy currently in first place has a pretty weak economy, but that can change quickly in this game. He's also got a Shadow Fiend I would love to get sitting in his sideboard. Dang. Okay.
I'll give you the 3 miles
Okay, game.
better than 1.
Her at level 2 is just powerful and obnoxious. I also see Phantom Assassin, someone else is currently building. But she is great. She would benefit from Elusive, not from Assassin. Necrophos is also strong, just to give us the level 1 Warlock. But we're not going to level for a while. I can hold off on that kind of decision of who I'm going to build next. So for those of you who don't know, I realize I didn't go over it. She has Refraction. So every 6 seconds, she can put up a shield that takes 6 separate hits. And she gains 60% bonus to her damage. It's not so good against Troll Warlord because he attacks so quickly. Ugh, and he had a stun on us. Yeah, that was rough. But against a unit that just attacks at a normal speed, she can be almost unkillable. And at level 2, she really comes into her own with 6 instances of damage blocking. Abaddon, man, it's all super late stuff. We just don't want this. And I guess I'll take another Quap in the hopes that we can just level her. Troll Warlord, not what we're looking for. And yeah, we'll just kind of nonchalantly put together a level 2 Quap. But we can't put her in because it'll ruin the demon bonuses for both Chaos Knight and for her. If I could change up the build right now, I would probably pull out Dragonite and Omni Knight for a level 2 Quap and a Terrorblade, especially a level 2 Terrorblade. And I think our strength would go up significantly. But the chances of us now getting a level 2 Terrorblade at this late juncture... Normally, whenever you don't want Terrorblade, he's everywhere. And this guy's really hogging up the Shadow Fiends. Shadow Fiends is one of the units you kind of need for the build to work, because it gives you a lot of AoE magic damage. Let's put those points in the leveling. So this is sadly not shaping up to be the most interesting build I've ever done, but it's not terrible. Look at the damage Luna did. Sacred Relic plus 60 damage to her bounces. Alright, this guy's got the AoE. Pretty scary. Necrophos plus Tidehunter and Alchemist. That's just a ton of AoE damage. And if our Luna goes down early, and we can't just nuke that Bloodseeker, we're going to have trouble. Slark as well. This is just a good collection of some of the most broken units in the game. Slark especially. We can beat a Slark, but if our units don't target him quickly, he just starts gaining that attack speed and attack damage bonus while he like siphons it from you. It's in these moments that it really like tests your patience. Holding on strong to my economy. The only way we're going to win this game is if we play to the very late game. Right now, we're not winning. But we have enough HP as a cushion that we can afford to wait. And some of the guys who might be, strong competition for us, they might only be strong competition because they spent every bit of gold they had to get that way. Whereas in the late game, we'll be able to drop, 10 gold a turn, while they can only spend 2 to 4. Radiance. Okay. If we were winning handily, God, none of our units are really good for it. If we were winning handily, I would have taken the option to deal more damage whenever we beat an opponent. But we're not winning handily. And now that I've leveled, like, there's really not that great of a target to throw in. So I'll probably just put in another Ogre Magi, just as a big damage sponge who can cast Blood Loss on all of our other units. Viper's kind of a minor consideration. He would at least give us Dragon for our Dragonite. Terrorblade, though. That's who we're looking for. And our Radiant should be doing huge damage on our Chaos Knight, but he's got to live a long time for it to be super effective. They have so much resilience with their Warrior bonus that our Luna's not that effective. They have a ton of armor. You can't see it here in the tooltip, but if you've got enough of the Warriors, who was that? I'll find him in a second. Doom also would have been another good early pickup for us. Let's grab Doom and Warlock. We'll roll it up. Roll again. Wow. Let's wait and lock in our interest. We'll probably sell... I guess we'll sell Luna to make way for these other two Chaos Knights. And we got smashed here. All that AoE magic damage, we just couldn't handle it. That's going to be from Rog. We're very close to a level 3 Warlock. Not far from a level 3 Anti-Mage or Ogre Magi. This guy at the bottom's choking off mages. Oh man, okay. Sell Doom. Get that there. We don't have any Terrorblades. We need to build what we have. Omni Knight. Who would we get rid of for an Omni Knight? Probably the level 2 Anti-Mage, to be fair. If our build's not working, then Anti-Mage becomes a lot less useful. I also see the Medusa Tidehunter Slark for Scaled, which would give us magic protection. Right now, I'd like to just get a level 2 Omni Knight, level 2 Dragonite. Tidehunter's been nerfed. The range on his ult, his Rupture, I think is what it's called, is much lower than it was before. Not saying he's bad, because he's not. Just a little bit less strong. So there's our level 2 Dragonite. There's Doom and Quap if we want them. We're now pretty close to a Chaos Knight. Yeah, let's not ruin our economy trying to dig. We're losing. We're on a losing streak. It's okay to be on a losing streak as long as you win the game. probably one of the anti-mages we put back in the pool. Let's roll it up. Man, Enigma would be great for us. I'm going to take him. He might be better instead of kind of a random Ogre Magi. I'm just hoping we can beat this round. Radiance is doing a ton of damage. That's the purple line here. Chaos Knight just has to live to do damage. A Dagon, a Mechanism. Oh man. Black King Bar also for just some serious magic immunity. I don't know who exactly I would put this on. I'll take the Black King Bar. I think those were all equally decent choices. And I'm going to give it to my Dragon Knight. We would love almost every unit here. Still haven't seen a single Terrorblade. Did they just like pull him out of the game and I didn't know? I want this Enigma. The only thing I could do to get him would be to spend a ton, basically everything I have, unlock level 10. That's all just sounds ridiculous though, we're not going to do that. We have a little bit of health left. This is where we reroll and try and get the characters that we want. And we need to be quick about it. There's our first Terrorblade. Too late. We needed Omni Knight. There we get two of them back to back. Like, he's not even that great anymore. It's just like, it's too late. We don't have any of the Dooms. We don't have any of the Shadow Fiends or the Quaps. Hopefully we're not out, but I think we are. Yeah, that's going to be GG. We tried. Tried to do something different. Didn't quite get there. Hopefully it was still fun to watch. The dream is not alive. We didn't level either, but we can go ahead and spectate for a minute. A lot of people got knocked out in that round. First place. He's managed to get up to level 10, but his economy is weak. But if you're getting everything you want, having a weak economy doesn't really matter. Eye of Skadi on Medusa is a great combo. She attacks with split shot, hitting multiple enemies, so she applies the slow to multiple people. Eye of Skadi is also great on Slark. He slows the people he attacks, makes them easier targets. Ooh, and a Bloodseeker with a Battle Fury. Doing that AoE damage. He attacks so quickly. It's probably really strong. Just check it out. A level 1 Gyrocopter. Look at the damage it does. Pretty stupid. Dang. 6k damage on a level 1 hero. Tell me that's not just a little bit broken. I like this guy's build, especially when you consider his items. Now this dude has Final Flash, which is incredibly powerful. Resets the cooldown and get full mana when below 30 health on a mage. It's kind of like a free refresher orb. He also doesn't really have a last hero to get. And he doesn't even have level 2 mages yet. So when he gets that, All of his enemies will have 100% magic resistance, essentially meaning that his units will do twice as much magic damage. Even the units that he has that aren't mages will benefit from that. Check that out. Beautiful. I love mages, one of my favorite builds. And yeah, he's struggling here. Juggernaut's a great unit versus mages because he can go magic immune. And the fact that he has a level 3 one was pretty good for him. But he's out of the game now. So let's see what happens. We can always watch for a minute and see how far they go. A level 3 Shadow Fiend though is just so much damage. 250 damage in an AoE. Multiple little souls can hit the same unit more than once. Just so much damage if we watch. Yeah, 8,800 damage. Jesus. Coddle is also awesome. Can he beat the Black Dragon? I'm sure he can. There you go, Tiny. The funny thing about this guy's build is he's not at level 10 yet, which puts him at a pretty big disadvantage this part in the game. Yeah, he barely beat it, and that's what I was talking about. I figured he would have a hard time here with no real tanks. He doesn't have, even if he made it up to level 10, he's reusing 2 characters here. So not only does he not have a 10th hero to put in, he doesn't really have an 8th either. Meanwhile, this guy's already leveled. He doesn't have anything to do with his gold at all, except to spend it on trying to get good rolls. He is 1 Bloodseeker away from getting a level 3 Bloodseeker. And that's really it. I mean, a level 2 Gyrocopter would be amazing, but he's the rarest tier of hero that there is. So let's see from his point of view how he does against these mages. Everyone's getting the Inventor buff though. So they're all getting huge HP regen and armor. The armor is not going to protect them against these guys, but the HP regen might help him sustain. And he also has the unstable reactor. So whenever his units die, the ones that are kind of mechanical, they explode and deal a ton of damage. He's also got a Techies. So everyone appears to be winning on their respective boards. I'm kind of cheering for this guy. I'm hoping... He's also got a Pipe of Insight protecting him from magic damage too. I'm hoping that he levels at some point. And what item did he pick up? A Pipe as well. So that Pipe is really going to counter Lassad's build. That's huge magic resistance. Plus 50% magic resistance on the Tiny. And then once the enemy has 100% mana, the first enemy has 100% mana, apply a shield that blocks 400 magic damage and an AoE up to 1 cell away. If he puts this guy in the right spot, he could, let's see if when it goes off. Everyone with this green aura around them got magic resistance, and I think if he placed that Tiny a bit better, he'd be able to get that magic resistance to more people. It's hard to do though. I'm saying it like it's a super easy thing. I mean, his build revolves around protecting units like Coddle until the very end. So he needs to kind of have that impenetrable shell. But he's still sitting on 50-something gold. And he's got 2 Coddles in here now, instead of the level 1 Razor. He's got enough HP to basically lose 1 really hard round. And then if he has to, he can dump all of his gold to try and, you know, grab some Tinies or whatever, level 2 Lich maybe. Tiny's getting huge stuns. And this Techie's dropped his bomb in a part of the map that didn't matter at all. Oh yeah, and Coda lost. All that spending is not helping him now. And Lassad is now up to level 10, so he's got 2 level 2 Crystal Maidens in play. I don't know if their auras stack. But now all Assad has to do is spend his gold on units. And he manages to find a level 2 Lich. Lich does Chain Frost. At level 1, not the best. It bounces 6 times, it does 200 damage, and has a 10-second cooldown. But at level 2, I mean, you get 3 more bounces at 100 more damage apiece on a lower cooldown. So he just gets so much stronger, but he's a very rare hero as well. See who's doing the damage. Once again, I have to imagine it's Shadow Fiend. They're getting wrecked a little bit by the Medusa's Stone Gaze, freezing people. But there goes that Chain Frost. And really MVP here has got to be the Final Flash. I saw so many more abilities go off. Assad is almost in the lead. I wonder if he's trying to save some gold so he can gather some interest for himself. Because on this win streak now... Yeah, I agree with this too. The level 2 Razor is definitely better than the Crystal Maiden. Like I said, I don't even know if their passive stack. And this is a tough fight. They have 6,000 HP. They give themselves the troll bonus, which is crazy. This one is neck and neck. A lot of restraint here from Assad, just not spending that gold. Because like we did, I mean, we spent a ton of gold right at the end to try and save ourselves. Got almost nothing. He could end up doing the same, and it's rough for him because his choices... Ooh, expanded roster. He gets another unit, and he gets to drop in an Enigma. It's rough for him, I was going to say, because his best units are all very rare. And I like the Pipe of Insight here to give everyone that magic resistance. I also like, this is kind of a subtle thing, considering it's only a tier 2 item, but it's reducing the cooldown on Lena's Laguna Blade. And with that plus Final Flash, would be surprised to see a ton. You can kind of hear it, it sounds like lightning going off. Jesus, that was pretty brutal. Oh yeah, this dude's going down, I think. I don't know what his last item pickup was. Ooh, it looks like it was an Assault Cuirass. That's incredibly powerful. Read it together. Equipped hero and adjacent allies have plus 15 attack speed and 10 armor, and adjacent enemies have less attack speed and less armor. It's a great item, it's just not good at all versus what he's fighting. And he assembles a level 3 Razor, that's awesome. Now, will he go down in gold? I mean, he's got his enemy right where he wants him. If I was him, I would spend the gold right now. He's losing. Don't give him a chance. You got to kick him while he's down. Don't give him a chance to get back up and spend more gold. That plus 1 unit cap, him being at 11. That's incredible. This level 1 Enigma just living. Doing his Midnight Pulse. You'll see it's that purple effect on the background. And that's it. That's a good game. So guys, thanks for watching me play, and hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of commentary at the end. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And that was a fun game and a fun match. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care.